Fashion is a term that expresses a popular style or practice, especially in clothing, footwear, accessories, makeup, body adornment and ornament, as well as furniture, amongst others. It is phenomenal in everyday life. It is a constantly changing trend promoted by celebrities and publicly visible individuals, from royalty, aristocrats, intellectuals, corporate drivers, public officers to artisans and age brackets. Fashion is both a passion and as well a lifestyle and status symbol. It expresses the cultural, economic, financial, social, sentimental, and class profiles of individuals and groups in society. In some instances, fashion reflects the social standing of persons. The 20th century is considered to have carved the defining path or tone of fashion history. This period set the stage for large-scale adoption of fashion by the mass of the people as against being the preserve of those within the circle of the rich aristocrat class. Industrialization and the emergence of a distinctive entertainment industry, particularly movies, music, and the arts, saw to the wide adoption of fashion by the broader majority. Arising from the industrial era, synthetic fibers and machines brought about the availability of cheaper and practical clothes that changed the fashion scenario. Through the decades, styles centered a lot on a more liberal fashion, especially for women. In the West, hitherto, long-drawn flowing skirts and gowns became shorter. Women took to trousers and more functional clothing as fashion. In addition to the existential consideration, fashion has a great influence in expressing a person's confidence, self-esteem, and personality in everyday life. It helps to either fit individuals into or stand out from the crowd. Fashion is regarded as a non-verbal form of communication that conveys a lot about an individual's personality. In today's globally connected world, fashion is a statement, a signature, and in recent times, an inspiration in several ways. Fashion has evolved into a massive industry, drawing a transcultural blend of influences and designs that are breaking social boundaries. Networks and interactions within the industry are being further reinforced by the advent of the social media. These online presence, coupled with the conventional engagement with fashion, is making it profound with a vintage spot in modern life. There was a time when the concept of fashion was only on the occasions. Today, fashion roles in schools, workplaces, business, government, families, amongst youth, community interactions, sport, and entertainment all have fashion statements. In the same breath, dress codes are essential part of social and official protocols. Understandably, the youths, especially teenagers, seem to take fashion to heart than the adults. Instructively, beyond social expression, fashion has grown exponentially as business. In 2019, global retail sales of footwear reached $1.9 trillion and were expected to tower above $3 trillion by 2030. The fashion industry continues to have positive growth, especially in emerging markets within Asian, Pacific, and European region. The global apparel market was worth $1.46 trillion in 2020, and it's anticipated to increase to roughly $2.25 trillion by 2025. Meanwhile, the global fashion retail industry hit some $300 billion in 2020 and is projected to reach $360 billion after 5 years. Euromonitor suggests that the sub-Saharan fashion market is worth $31 billion, with Nigeria accounting for 15% of the total at $4.7 billion. Nigerians are well known for the love of colorful and beautiful dresses made with the local fabric called Ankara. This time around, it is made more beautiful and fashionable with inputs from another dainty fabric, the lace. Nigerians, male and females, like to make Impressions: fashion statements with elaborate free-blowing gowns, headgears, and caps. The agbada tops the rank both as formal attire among Nigerian men. It is a three-piece set comprising an open-stitched full gown, a long-sleeved shirt, and shokoto, trousers that are slim along the ankles. Gele is a traditional signature garment worn or wrapped around the head by women in Nigeria. Apart from financial, cultural, and social factors, climate plays a significant role in dictating fashion choices. New technologies and changing customer trends and demand, transcultural fusion that derives global interaction, are all bound to continue to trigger further transformation in the fashion landscape. Globalization has equally impacted on the fashion industry through the changing dynamics of production, distribution, and marketing channels. Similarly, the need to reduce production costs has resulted in many developed nations outsourcing production to developing nations like China, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, North Korea, amongst others. Heads or tail, it is given that the influence of fashion can therefore only be expected to remain profound.